Won't take no loss, won't take days off. We go so hard.
Welcome to It's Done in the Dark. We go by Cyn Hilton. You could have been doing a whole bunch of other bullshit, but you tuned in with us, and we appreciate that. Please note this podcast is intended to be respectful, but also unapologetic. So sip this tea with caution, baby. All right, let's get into it. So first things first, we got to talk about this damn stimulus check. T-Daddy.
The stimulus check that ain't gonna happen.
T-Daddy, come on now.
Y'all waiting on these checks. Listen, I am not expecting no another check out of T-Daddy. You hear me? That check is not coming. Y'all setting yourself up for disappointment. That man is rolling y'all out so y'all can vote for him. That's all it is. Well, T-Daddy gave us a little change back in April. T-Daddy gonna give us some more change. Y'all holding on to that little hope. That man is holding it out until election time. It's almost here too. And y'all gonna be self-thing. What he don't know is black people just waiting on the money. The black people just waiting on the money. They ain't not gonna vote for you. They want that little piece of change. And don't let you not come through with that money. You sure done lost some votes. You done lost them votes. Shoot.
But okay, so I saw where he is basically you're not having to pay the like Social Security taxes. It's being exempt from your paycheck. Of course, your employer has to opt in or opt out.
Right.
So a lot of people are seeing a lot more on their check. I've been seeing a whole bunch of TikTok videos with motherfuckers talking about something. I'm finna plan my trip to Miami. This was all I needed.
You can take all mine, honey. I want mine back.
Yeah, take mine. I don't have the time. Because what you're not finna do is come income tax, I got to pay that back because I done read up on it. You have to pay that back. That ain't no.
Yeah.
And then people like, it don't matter. I'm gonna pay it back. Okay.
Y'all
Social
say that now,
Security tax, people get so mad because they want to pay they don't want to pay those taxes. But you have to realize we're paying on it now because when we get older, guess what? The younger people are gonna be doing the exact same thing. It's just a repeated cycle. So when you get old and you can't wipe your ass, you're gonna be wishing that these younger kids is paying that damn tax for y'all. So
exactly. And
no, man, I'm not complaining.
Let's be real. You know, even for those who have money saved up, because, you know, I'm just not getting to the point where I save my money. But you got to think about it. Tax time is a time where a majority of people are behind on a lot of things. You know, whether it be cardinal, like whatever the case may be, you gonna wish you had that chunk of Social Security. They was taking out the check. No, take my, where I need to mail it into, honey. And, you know, Georgia, they take our state tax too. So, you know, Texas, they don't do that.
Right.
But Georgia, they take our state tax. So that little chunk of change, it will look good on your check. But I'd rather it look good in my bank account when they direct deposit my taxes in February. Take mine here. Nope.
Exactly that. Trump said, damn, he said, y'all got me acting like Tyrese. What more do y'all want from me? I done gave y'all 1,200. Damn, I done put something on the light bill. Damn.
Okay, done bought some of y'all down payment on your car, honey. Y'all done got y'all a few pair of Jordans, honey. Y'all want more.
Okay. Lakeisha out in the South got bundles for the next 2 years behind me. What more do y'all need?
One Louis Vuitton bag. The baby one.
They got a Birkin, but it's the Kelly one.
Listen, y'all got that little change, now y'all are begging for more. T-Daddy say he gonna try to give it to y'all, but he ain't gonna get that money. I really don't. If we do get a second stimulus check, I will be shocked.
I'll be appalled. He not thinking about that because it's not gonna hurt him either way, honestly. So that's the least of his worries. He trying to get in there for another term.
Exactly. That's what I say. He's trying to get in there for another term, and whether he give it or not, I'm telling you, he gonna promise that stimulus check. Like he working on it. until the very, very end, and then they ain't gonna get it. Y'all be looking for it because he think he gonna get more votes off of that. What y'all realize is them folks need that money. A lot of these people are, getting evicted. They looking for that money. They really need that money. So
there are people literally
get voted in.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people now. Some people, it was just extra money. But for a majority of Americans who have either been furloughed or just completely lost their jobs, they're depending on that. They're literally, man, I saw a woman, I was coming out of Walmart, and I just saw her in her car, and she was just crying, and you could tell she was looking at her receipt, and I was like, damn, like,
there's people
this
who
shit's crazy.
So, before I moved to Georgia, I was going to move to Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking, and all of the over 9,000 people
Go ahead.
Over 9,000 people got evicted.
Oh, wow.
9,000 in 1 week. 9,000 people were evicted. And they're finna evict some more. And that's because they lifted that ban, but it's still a lot of places that are not opened up. It's still a lot of places not opened up. So you have people who they're just out on the street, nowhere to go. And then, the little Catholic charities, church charities that normally help, they don't even have the money to give because they've been helping through this pandemic. Like, the rate of people not being able to pay their rent has increased.
Let's talk about that, because I saw a post and it kind of disturbed me. It was like all these churches with all this money and they can't help nobody out. First and foremost, y'all need to stop thinking that these are just perfect gods and kings and queens and all this. Like, they are human beings too, and they got bills just like the rest of us. So you want them to go broke behind trying to help everybody else? They do what they can, and then the rest they got to do for them. They got kids and mamas and daddies too they got to take care of.
Listen, people's mentality about the church is just mind-boggling. Because, first of all, the only reason you are stepping to the church is because you want something from them. Let's just be honest. A lot of people go to church. A lot of people that's going to the church is for the money. Probably wouldn't even step foot in the church if it wasn't for them helping them out. Let's just be clear. And let's be clear. Most churches, if not all, majority of churches are still closed. They're streaming online. And let's be real. Me, even as a Christian, I prefer to go into the church. Me watching it online, I got my daughter in the background. I got my husband asking for this. I'm trying to do this. My phone is ringing. It's hard to pay attention. So, the churches are not getting the money that they normally get if you're paying the tithes and offering. A lot of people aren't paying it because it's hard to sit still or watching it stream live on Facebook or on YouTube, when you're in the bed. It's hard to do that. Or you have things to do around the house because everybody's at home. So it's hard. It's versus when you go, you already know on Sunday morning at 9, 10 a.m., we're going to go to church, and that's God's time, and you're in there physically. So these churches are not bringing in what they normally bring in either. Let's just be real. And those bills for those churches, they're not cheap for the lights. The light bills are not cheap. The water bills are not cheap. So they have to protect themselves and their buildings and the people that actually go to their church as well. People need to really and then you got to think like this too. Majority of people was able to get unemployment.
Right.
Y'all went and blew that money, and now y'all need help with y'all bills.
Yep, getting lashes, lash extensions, and
I done seen
a lot of people did a lot of
things I ain't never seen them wear before. I ain't know you wore that. I ain't know you wore Chanel, girl.
One chick got her whole entire back tatted. I said, "Oh my Lord!" Paid $700 for a whole back piece, and I just was like, "Wow." Now I'm not saying, telling you what to do with your money, because at the end of the day, it is yours and you're entitled to do what you want to do it. But think a little bit smarter. If you know that this is extra money, this is just play money, then okay, then sure, splurge. But if you know that you have to depend on it in the long run, invest in something. Do
Especially
something. Pay a couple of, car notes, 3 or 4 cards, something. You know what I'm saying? Just so you know, in the next coming months, you'll be okay.
Right. Even if you paid like, okay, I'm gonna pay rent for this month, a month ahead. I'm gonna pay my car note a month ahead. I'm gonna pay my light bill a month ahead, because you can do those things. I do it all the time. Put extra money on my light bill so my next light bill will be a little lower. You could do all type of things to prevent. Even if you do have the money saved, there's nothing wrong with paying up them bills, because that's extra money from your checks when you finally start rolling in your pocket. You know how the government is. They back and forth. They wishy-washy. One minute they say this, and the next minute they say that, and they don't care who it hurts. So you have to be mindful, and you have to understand that money is not coming in forever.
Right.
So, I don't know. Some of these people...
I mean, America has shown... Well, let me not say that. Let me rephrase it. The government has shown how much they care about America.
And they don't.
They gave you $1,200 and a little bit extra if you had children, and that is it. That was April. We are in September.
People are getting evicted. Why would y'all lift the eviction ban knowing people are still trying to find jobs? It is hard out there to find a job, even for those with degrees. Unless, like, you're a teacher. Teachers are really high in demand because they need teachers on these Zooms. They need teachers like really, really bad right now.
Hell, I mean, if they want me to jump on the call, I don't got no degree, but I can teach some shit.
Listen, listen.
Keep it real one-on-one with Cyn, okay?
I got a year and a half left till I graduate to be a teacher. But listen, right now, the way these parents are acting on these Zoom calls, getting on their naked, and I would have
smoking a whole blunt. You saw that one?
Yeah. The lady titties is out, and she covered her nipples while she at the table with her son. Y'all are doing completely too much on these Zoom calls. You can't give black people nothing.
I saw that awful story about the little girl that was on the Zoom call, and the girl's mom's boyfriend shot the mama, and they were all on the Zoom call. Yes. Oh my gosh, that was so sad. Like, can you just imagine? So one of the bullets hit the laptop. So of course the laptop goes down, but you hear everything. Girl, that tore me up, and I forgot I think the reason was she was cheating, or she didn't want to be with him anymore. It was something stupid that didn't warrant death.
So that warranted not only this baby pop. Did the mom die?
The mom died, yes.
So not only did the little girl lose her mom, but she was embarrassed because it happened in class, and you did it in front of her. So now she's traumatized as well.
Yeah. And the teacher. Think about, like, I'm trying to teach my student. It just shows the reality of, because I saw where they said that a lot of cases, like CPS cases, have tripled, and then a lot of domestic violence cases have tripled because a lot of people are now stuck at home with these fucking abusers and manipulators, and not even that. Some people weren't like that, but shit happened, so now they're fucking angry, depressed, so now they're out of their right state of mind, and they doing God knows what. I feel bad for these babies, because it's like, damn, some of these kids literally was going to school, and their school was a safe haven for them.
Yeah.
They did not want to go home. So for them to be home for all these months and having to endure whatever they were enduring, I can't imagine.
I mean,
even these women, when they'd go to work, that was their safe haven, because they know they had to come home to, Juan and whoever else, beating their ass.
Yeah.
It's just sad, and it's like, what can you do? Because in some areas, police aren't even coming to respond to a call if it's not life-threatening. So it's like, well, damn. All right.
And that's sad. And that's unfortunate. People, if y'all are in these abusive relationships and y'all have children, even if you don't have children, get help, because there is help out there. It's better to get help. You know, I know you don't want to be by yourself for whatever the reason is, but you will make it through it with you by yourself or with your children. But your kids deserve better. So if you are in that type of situation, please get help.
Agreed. Okay, so election. Election day is coming.
I'm sick of it.
My mom texted me and asked me the other day, she was like, have you voted yet? Did you register to vote? And we were going back and forth. She was upset because I was like, I'm not voting. And she's like, oh, you're going to be on in the statistics, black people saying they don't want to vote. And I had to tell her my reason behind it and have her understand. To me, I feel like it doesn't matter if I voted or not, because when the electoral college comes and they do theirs, that's who's going to win. So you can win the popular vote, but so what's the point of us voting?
I mean, Tiff, when you told me that the other day, I wanted to come to the phone and slap you. Because I just feel like, okay, yes, that is a possibility, but that doesn't happen all the time, because you got to realize plenty of people, fair-skinned people, did not want Obama to have a second term.
Right.
He was able to get it. I feel the way you feel to a certain degree, but I really don't know how to explain it. That makes sense. Like, sometimes I do feel like, you know, like, how in the world did Trump win when Hillary had the popular vote? But at the same time, I just don't want to risk not voting. I just can't risk, because the hell that we have been through these last 4 years, I just don't want to risk going through it again. So if I have a tinge of a say, I'm just gonna go vote. It ain't gonna take me but 5 minutes to vote. I'm gonna go do it.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to, because then I feel like this. My and may he rest in peace, Pastor Nelson. He used to always tell us, matters what we feel about the voting system. If you don't vote, you don't have a say.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't get out there and you didn't try to make a difference. We don't have control over the government and the electoral college, but we have a control over ourselves. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't until I got to college and talked to Pastor Nelson that I started voting, and I was like 22.
Mm-hmm.
And I had never voted. And I was just like, I felt the same way you did. Like, why am I voting for it? They're gonna do what they want to do anyway. But he was like, vote when things happen, you can't complain, because you don't have to say, because you never got out there and you never did it. You never tried to make a difference. So even if it's just a smidget of a count, I'd rather say that I voted and tried than to not vote at all.
I mean, I can see that too. And I know it starts from voting for these, you know, the legislators and our governors and all of that. It starts there. Like, we get the bad ones out, then of course then our vote would be in our favor. But
yes, we have to. And that's a lot of talk too. People only vote when it's time for the presidential election. Y'all need to be voting for the state representatives, these judges, all of that. They have it posted everywhere when it's time to vote for your city officials, for all of that. And you need to get out there and vote, because that is what leads up to the presidential election.
Agree. Now, that is what I'll vote for. All that there, yeah. That's why I feel like my vote truly matters.
Yeah, you have to get out there and vote for us. Then, you know, when it comes to the presidential election, he reigns over everything, but it's not like what happens in your state. Of course, he can override it, but like most times, you really don't hear about the president overriding what's going on, besides what's been going on with the coronavirus. But other than that, your city officials, your mayors, and all those, like, people need to get out and vote. Mm-hmm. That's like Georgia. I'm not gonna lie. Keisha,
girl,
Keisha gotta go ahead.
Well, you know, Mr. Hot Wheels, I just want to slap the shit out. Man, say, Abbott.
Why did they let the child support man? Why did they let the child support man become? Come on now. Child support man run Texas. Why?
Hot Wheels. I don't understand.
I'm sick of him. I'm sick of him.
I don't appreciate it. Man, say I got so upset. I even went to his Instagram and I had a few words, and all his supporters was on my ass, boy. They came out the war. It was like they was waiting on a black chick to something. They was going. We was
every comment I would be like, and fuck you too. And
baby, I had time that day. Shoot, I was on furlough that week.
Why you ain't tagged me?
Shoot, huh?
Why you ain't tagged me? We're gonna tag team they
Listen. And I should have, because I was on a mission. Y'all got me. It was one dude, he was not letting up. And I said, shit, we gonna be on this post all damn night, baby. I poured up wine and everything. I said, today gonna be your day. You got the right one.
I got plenty time. Let's go.
Man.
Even people saying the child support office, since he has gotten out the child support office running it has been, I'm not going to say it's better. We're not going to say it's great, but the way they've changed things up is way better than when he was running. He wasn't doing shit.
Mm-hmm. Not a DT.
And he still ain't doing shit. And then they gave him a higher position.
He opened Texas up too damn fast. He saw the effects of that. And then instead of being a man and saying, damn, I fucked up, let me fix it, you try to make us seem like we stupid. Like, we know what the fuck you did.
Yeah, you fucked up. Just say, I fucked up. I made the mistake of opening too early. So I'm going to shut it.
Take your ass back in the house. Exactly. Period. Like, that's it.
Go back in the house.
He could have just came on there and said, listen, y'all, I shouldn't have listened to T Daddy. My wheels was hot. My wheels was too hot, and I should have scaled it back. I apologize. But no, you want to talk about some, y'all open, but y'all got to close early. The fuck?
What is that doing? This is like Walmart. It's still a damn cesspool. What the hell y'all closing at 8 o'clock for? So we don't get it.
Walmart. Let me, Sam. Is his name Sam Walton?
Yes.
Sam Walton, sir.
He did.
Open Walmart back up, and I'm tired of these fair lines. Listen. Sir, take them damn gates out the front. Open up the other entrance. I got to park way on the other side to get to groceries because you don't want to open up the home side.
And what is the point? Because nobody is doing social distancing in Walmart. I don't even go in Walmart. I haven't since the pandemic. I have not even been in Walmart. I go to Target because let me tell you something. What is the purpose of the Fairline gates? We all coming in the line. We doing more harm than good. We standing in the line to get in Walmart, and everybody kind of coughing and shit all over, and everybody standing there. What the hell is the purpose?
I've gone to Walmart because it's literally behind my house, but I get so pissed. And yesterday was the first day they had both sides open, but they still had the damn fair gates.
Yeah, go to the damn.
And then you've already made the announcement that you're not going to require your employees to wear or to ask people to wear their masks because you're concerned about their safety because people were attacking employees for coming about their masks. So it don't even matter. Take the damn gates off, open up both sides, and go back to 24 hours because I needed something the other day, and I couldn't even go get it because you was closed. I don't appreciate it.
Y'all wasn't doing a damn thing. Ain't no point in doing all that because y'all still doing the same shit before the corona.
Y'all not even checking the receipts. Y'all not even checking the receipts at the day no more. All I got to do is put my receipt in the air and they just carry on. Hell, I know damn well people done ran out with some shit.
Hell yeah.
Because all I got to do is weigh my receipt. Well, how you know that receipt ain't from 3 weeks ago? You're not even checking. Shit, it done got so bad to where I done learned the ladies' names up at the front because I'm like, damn, I feel like I need some type of interaction. You just standing there. Like, well, for what? You're not checking no receipt?
See, not Walmart. Target is like around the corner. Walmart is like 10, 15 minutes from me. I don't even go to Walmart. I don't have time to be parking on one side. I need to go to grocery or I need to go to the home side. Listen, y'all got these gates up like we damn animals. I don't appreciate it. And I don't like it. And then y'all got
That's the only store that I see that doing it.
And it is. Because what is the purpose of you doing that for us to walk into the store?
It's not like y'all are limiting the amount of people because we're standing in line, but you're still letting us all go. So what's the purpose of the ride?
We still all getting in there. Y'all ain't limiting the amount of people that's in there. So what is the fucking purpose? Y'all just want to make it seem like y'all doing social distancing and y'all ain't did shit like y'all ain't never did.
Exactly that. I feel like T Daddy, Sam Walton, and Hot Wheels are all distant cousins. I just feel like they all have a family member that links them together. they all just remedial.
That's some damn
that's stupid. Okay, enough about your great auntie's uncle's daddy's cousin Trump. We gonna get off of him.
He your stepdad.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Whew, no, ma'am. I'm not even gonna say what I want to say because I know the FBI agent that's assigned to me, he is gonna cut this whole podcast off if I say what I want to say. Because he almost got me the other day. I saw my phone twitch a little bit. I said, "Oh shit, he must have heard me. Let me calm down." Because I know I'll be putting my FBI agent through it, boy. He be like, "I know damn well she ain't say that. Now I gotta put this in her file." Okay, so let's switch gears for a little bit. Let's talk about the death of Nipsey Hussle and how it shocked the world. Not even just hip hop, but just the world in itself, in its entirety.
I would have to say, when it comes to Nipsey Hussle, may he rest in peace. Yes. I liked a few of his songs before he died. Before I really even knew who he really was. Mm-hmm. But I never listened to him hardcore until after he passed away. But after he passed away, that's when I found out how much he was doing for the community, and and things like that. And that's good for the state of California, because it's a lot that goes on in California that people outside of California really don't know how bad it is until you meet somebody from California or you watch it on TV, and the TV shows and documentaries don't even do it justice.
Right.
It's really dangerous out there. Compared to popular belief and what people really think about LA. Mm-hmm. People want to say, "Oh, I love LA," but you don't see the bad side of it. And so out there in his community heavy, and the fact that we found out after he died, it really is a tragedy. It really is.
It goes to show the saying of "move in silence." He didn't want it glorified. He was doing it out of the kindness of his heart. He wasn't doing it to, for publicity reasons or for record sales or whatever. He truly loved his city and he wanted to give back. He wanted his life to have a purpose.
Yeah.
And he did just that. He lived an amazing life to come from nothing and build an empire and to fall madly in love with a beautiful woman and be able to have children. Job well done. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I hate that. So my husband loves Nipsey, and I heard a few songs, and I like California accents, and I love the way Nipsey would talk. So I wasn't a fan of his music first. I was a fan of listening to him speak. So I would go and watch his interviews. I loved just listening to him speak. He was so wise, and I was like, damn. A hood dude from Slauson and Crenshaw is this intelligent? Like, it was mind blowing to me because I'm like, damn, he was so knowledgeable, and when he spoke, it was like a gravitational pull. He pulled you in. You know what I'm saying? And so when he died, I went back and I listened to all his mixtapes and albums. I'm like, there were so many messages within his music that the interviews, it told a story as well. So I was just intrigued. So man, now I bump Nipsey 2-3 times a week because I just love listening to it.
Ooh, absolutely.
He was awesome. He was, man, just so knowledgeable.
I like his music. It's quite a few, but one that really kind of touched me personally would be the one he did with DJ Khaled. He did it, I think, right before he passed away. The one that's called Higher, when he talked about his mom.
With John Legend.
When he talked about his mom and, his grandmother and how, she had miscarriages back to back before she got pregnant with his mom.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of like, that song really, like, if you're going through something or you feel like things are going bad for you, it kind of gives you that pick me up, if you will, because that's pretty much the same thing. I didn't have 10 miscarriages, but I had quite a few.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I got pregnant with my daughter, they told me that it wasn't going to be a big chance that she was going to be here, and here she is walking around this earth. So it goes to show you that, like, people who are celebrities, they go through real life issues too, And so he always talked about real life issues in all of his songs that I've listened to. He's always talking about, it's not about getting money all the time. It's about motivation, stay focused, don't give up. That was pretty much all he talked about, is being successful and, in your own right.
And he was big on generational wealth. What can I leave behind so that my children are good and then their children are good? It wasn't about just trying to make a quick dollar because I'm rich and famous and I can rap. It was, what else can I do to make sure that my family is straight even after I'm gone? And it was kind of like a prophecy. Like, he did exactly what he needed to do so that when he did pass away, it came to fruition. And that's what I love about it even more. Just real stand-up guy. You don't see a lot of that because a lot of these rappers nowadays, 9 times out of 10, they're not rapping about. They don't live about what they rap about. And then secondly, it's just a mirage. They're not really who they say that they are.
And then it's about money. It's about showing off. It's about the bling. It's about, the jewelry, the women,
I never seen Nipsey like that. I never seen him with a gang of jewelry on and all cars and flashy and all that. He literally just was low-key and out the way. You didn't hear about his business with Lauren. You didn't hear about none of that until his death. And then, baby mama came about and you was like, wait a minute.
But how nobody allowed her and what she did to override his legacy and what he left behind. That's why a lot of times I don't even speak on her because she doesn't deserve it.
Right.
Yeah.
I
mean, and not to negate that she is the mother of his child, but at the same time, I feel like, his first child. I just feel like if he wanted her to be known and recognized, he would have done it.
Right. Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Now, we're not saying that he didn't love her because when you go back on past, you've seen her, you've seen who she was. We just didn't know it was her, he loved her, but you could tell that when he left this earth, he was with who he needed to be with.
Yeah, absolutely.
And as far as Lauren, I don't think she'll ever find a love like him. And I feel like she's probably going to be trying to search for that type of love, but she's not going to get it because that love was a once-in-a-lifetime type of love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just feel for her because she's still mourning. You can tell that it still eats her up inside, which, I mean, I couldn't imagine.
I couldn't either, honestly. I feel like I only saw bits and pieces of her interview when she was on the Red Table Talk. But
Mm-hmm.
I will say that I think that she's more focused on healing than
Yes.
finding someone else, because you can tell that she is sad without him.
Mm-hmm.
But she knows that she has to keep moving forward. Can you imagine being with your soulmate and knowing you were with your soulmate? Most people don't know they're with their soulmate. Most people lose their soulmate by doing foolish things, you know? Most
Mm-hmm.
people, don't know how to appreciate their soulmate. And for her to know that that's who she was supposed to be with and that was her soulmate, and to lose him to gun violence, it's
Yes.
really, it's sad. It's really
Mm.
sad.
Man, just thinking about it, it's like, damn.
Yeah.
But yes, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. And like I said again, job well done.
Your legacy will live on.
Oh, definitely. Oh, and his little boy looks just like him. He's so cute. His birthday was his birthday was a couple of days ago, and I follow Nipsey Hussle's sister. Shout out to her, because that baby, she's a writer. You hear me?
Yes, she is.
When it comes to her brother, she not even Sam. Like, she not playing no games behind them.
Yes, no, And
she
Sam
gonna
is
make
like
sure the world remembers.
Like a quiet type. He stands out, because I follow Sam too.
Mm-hmm.
And he really doesn't post often, but when he does, it's the marathon will continue.
Yep. But yeah, so for Cross's birthday, he just wanted a picture of his daddy. I was like, oh my gosh. Oh, man. What's really sad is Imani was there.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn. She's going to have to remember that for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
And I remember her going live. She was going live on the anniversary of his death. And she was crying. And she was outside of her house. And she was saying that her mom wouldn't let her inside the house. I guess, I don't know. She said the mom came out and says that it was because they were cleaning up. But she's out there, just outside, just walking around because you ain't going to let her inside the house. But later that day, the grandma and the sister went and picked her up. So she was in a much better spirit. But we don't even talk about the effects that it's had on the kids, because we're still so shocked,
Yeah.
You hear it. He shouts out his love for his kids and damn near all his songs. But his bond with his first daughter is just like, wow,
Yeah.
So I feel for that baby. My heart goes out to her, and it's
more so for her, because and even though Lauren's son with Lil Wayne, it wasn't his, he loved and took care of him too. And so for them to cross two, but those two are old enough to honestly, realize what happened.
He's not coming back.
He's gonna grow up and wonder, where's my dad? But he doesn't really feel the effects, because he's a baby.
Mm-hmm.
He really doesn't feel he knows that he's missing, but he doesn't know why he's missing. He's used to seeing him, but babies don't really understand what goes on when people pass away. It's not until they get older and they realize, oh, this is what that meant when I was,
Yeah.
And then they have to read about it in social media, because when he looks at his dad's name, he's going to be able to see all of these things that were talked about around the time that, he passed away.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Just like the children of Eazy-E. Like, it still affects them to this day.
Yeah.
And because I think her name is like Remarkable. I don't know what her real name is, but that's her name on Instagram. She looks just like him, and still to this day, like on the death of his anniversary or his birthday, like you can tell it still like fucks with them. And these are children that are in their 30s, late 20s, early 30s, and it's like, wow, some of the kids didn't really know him like that,
Yeah.
And it's still like, damn.
Yeah, it's unfortunate and it's sad, It's just something that, that's is life. Everybody has to go their way. It's unfortunate sometimes how it happens.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay, so let's talk about your favorite cousin from Canada. Shot Megan Thee Stallion in both her feet. What is your take on this? Because when the news came out that Megan was shot, we was like, damn, who the hell shot her? I felt like Tupac. He was like, who shot me? But you punks didn't finish. Now you about to fill a rap of a minute. It's like, I thought she was gonna be on some bitch who shot me, but then we find out that she knew the entire damn time and was trying to keep it a secret because she was concerned for his safety. Like that kind of tells you the type of person.
You got to be a dumb bitch. Let me tell you something. When you shoot the fuck out of me, bitch, all bets are. That hood mentality goes out the fucking window, bitch. I'm sitting up here talking about no secret to protect him. Fuck him. Bitch, he shot you in your feet. You are a performer. He could have ended your career.
And or life, honestly.
That
bullet would have hit
an artery, because we have major arteries in our feet. So he could have ended your life, or he could have ended your career.
Right.
And you just, what? And then you mad because people making jokes about it. It's a joke. You are a damn joke. That is stupid. I'm not saying you deserve to get shot, because nobody deserves that. But the way you went about it was stupid. There's no way somebody's going to shoot me and I'm going to protect them, because they weren't trying to protect me. Now, if it was a riot or something like that and he shot me on accident, okay, it was an accident.
Right.
I'm going to protect you because I don't want you to get in trouble for, trying to protect me, but you end up hitting me on accident. This nigga intentionally shot you.
But what state of mind do you have to be? Because if I'm understanding the story correctly, she was walking away. So that means that she was trying to be the bigger person and walk away from the situation. That means you hopped out and you literally came at me to shoot me. Like, it wasn't I blocked out and this is what happened. Like, no, this was your intentions. You intentionally wanted to harm me. Like, what?
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Now, I will say this. She said that she feared for his life because when the police came and how, police have no understanding when it comes to Black lives, that she was scared. Not only for him, but for herself. That situation could have ended badly. Yes, it could have. But my thing, I'm like,
okay, Ann.
You shot me. I don't give a fuck.
Let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Okay? This situation, every time I talk about it, it pisses me off because at the end of the day, let's be real about it. The police would have never been there if you wouldn't have shot me.
I'm just saying. And you know what was making me mad was people were trying to defend, before we knew that it was Tory, for real, like we knew it was a definite that it was him. People were making excuses for this man. Oh, well, she is bigger than him. Oh, she is an aggressor because she told a story where her and her boyfriend in college or whatever, they had gotten into a fight and they both got arrested. Oh, I can see her, if he had to handle himself, he's bigger than her. I hate when people bring up, height or weight. It don't fucking matter. At the end of the day, he's a man.
Exactly. And he shot. I just can't get
I don't give a fuck if he was bashing this nigga's head into the white meat.
He could have pistol whipped him. He didn't have to shoot her. I'm just trying to get.
Now, I will say this. If he had no choice, like it was bad in his life, it was either you or me, then bitch, it's you or me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But that wasn't.
But if she's walking away
Yeah.
Because we get so upset when we see these videos of these, these police officers and they're shooting people and they're walking away. We feel like that's wrong, right? Why do you shoot them? The same instance.
But here
she's walking away. She is no longer a threat to you. Why did you shoot her? But you stop pissing me off. Like, oh, he's 5'2" and she's 6'9". I don't give a fuck if she was fucking 8 feet tall and this nigga 2 feet tall. If I'm walking away from you, I am not a threat to you. You do not.
Exactly.
That doesn't warrant you to shoot me. Damn, you try to shoot me in my. Damn. You know, damn, what if I get down when I'm on the stage? I need my feet.
I hate to say this, but Meg Thee Stallion is the reason why some of these men do the women the way they do, because they mistreat you or violate you, and then you want to protect them. That is why a lot of women, a lot of men who do abuse women do it, because you allow them to abuse you and then you protect them. This man literally, you worked hard as hell to get where you are. And I like her as an artist, if I'm being honest. Not all of her. I like her
as a person. I love her vibe.
Yes,
like,
I like her
she's
vibe.
So unproblematic.
And she's not like one of the stuck up type. She ain't got to that point yet. Hopefully she never gets to that point. Right. But she loves people. You can tell she loves people noticing her, and she loves her fans. And I love that about her. And I love, of course, Houston native here. She's from Houston. So of course I gotta rep. I gotta rep.
Yeah, I like anybody to make it out of Texas. Say, because we don't have a lot of it.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of it. I mean, the biggest one we have is Beyonce, and Beyonce acting like she can't come here.
She said, "Look, I done did all I can for y'all. Now I done did enough. Because people don't know that she has done a lot for Houston, but it's been behind closed doors. She doesn't make it public. But baby, we want to see something different. We want, when we say Houston, we want to say like, oh shit, Megan, you know what I'm saying? We don't try to say Beyonce behind Houston, okay?
Yeah.
We love you, B, but let somebody else have that shine now.
Yeah. Exactly. It's time. And Meg, I think you do very well. But you gotta.
She is representing Texas very well. I think she came out humble. She didn't come out cocky. So
no, she didn't.
And I think that's why a lot of people gravitated to her music-wise, because, like for instance, when Cardi B came out, some people embraced her, but some didn't. And now when Nicki Minaj came out, she came out cocky, and that's why she got what she got.
I love Nicki.
Okay? I like Nicki too. And I feel like some people just jump on the Nicki, but she did come out cocky.
Nicki was more about, because I followed her so hard when she first came out. Nicki was more about giving back to her family than she was worried about fans. Her family had been through so much that she was focused on them. She was focused on helping them. She really, honestly, she made the bread to take care of her family, because her family, they didn't have much. I'm going to tell you, an artist who could have been good but didn't because she came out too cocky, that's just Britney.
I'm finna hang up because what we not finna do is that. I'm sorry. She is talentless to me. Her music sucks. I cannot go through a full song of listening to just Britney. I just want to turn it the fuck off. Like,
I feel like that if she had the right people, she could. But Britney's attitude was, I'm one of Houston's first rappers and I'm the shit.
When I saw her on that show that they had with Rick Ross and The Dream and Jay-Z's like music A&R person or whatever, they had it on. I think it was on BET. She was on there acting a plump fool.
Yeah, and that's what Britney do, and that's why people don't like really working with Britney.
I don't like. And then you try to lie on my good cousin, and I don't appreciate that either.
Ooh.
Zero ain't do shit to your pimple.
Girl, bye. Now come on now. Now come on now.
Yeah.
Now come on.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And he had all the receipts to make me believe him instead of her. I'm sorry. And after he came out with the receipts, she ain't say shit about it no more. You tried to use that story as a cover to get your name out so that you could boost your music, and it backfired.
But everybody already knew who Just Brittany was when that happened.
I didn't know who Just Brittany was.
Everybody in Houston knew who Just Brittany was.
Oh, well, that had been a Houston thing.
Just Brittany was on Love and Hip Hop.
Not before the Zero thing.
Around that time, that's when it happened. They was trying to do Love and Hip Hop Houston, but Houston showed out, so they can't.
I heard about that, boy.
Houston showed out, so they canceled it. So should they move her to the Atlanta? Houston don't have no time.
Listen, y'all so country out there.
Yeah, they don't have no shit.
Y'all is country. They try to do Bad Girls Club out there. That ain't work.
They got that shoot, girl. We Houston can't have nothing. Y'all always got to be shoot.
No, Bad Girls Club said, "Hey, we done for the day. We gonna go to another city." We not, and then they said we ain't doing Texas, period. But
listen,
y'all done fucked up.
Houston messed it up for everybody, don't they? Houston,
y'all don't.
They did their first day of filming Love and Hip Hop for Houston. That's when they canceled the whole show.
Fight broke out.
Fight broke out. They got the shooting. They would say, Houston.
So they went with Miami. And
I'm shocked that Miami didn't show out like Houston. They just we can't have
because Miami every day they was in Miami crazy as hell. Florida man robs McDonald's for a 2-piece nugget while on acid, butt naked. It be some crazy shit like that. You be like, what? Man steal lawnmower from neighbor to mow his grass, but mowed his neighbor's grass as well. Police found him outside drunk on the lawnmower. What? It'd be crazy shit. Look, just type in your birthday and put Florida and you'll see some crazy shit. I'm telling you. Okay, so we talked about your cousin Tori. I'm still waiting to hear what he has to say, because at this point, you need to come on. Why the fuck you do her like that?
That's just a hot mess.
We need to hear from you, sir. And what's crazy is you literally ruined, like, his career is ruined. There's no coming back from it. You got so many people upset, like Slim Thug said, you know? So many people are so upset. So I'm like, you need to be a man, own up to what the fuck you did, and the world needs to hear why the fuck you did it. At this point, we need to know.
At this point, it's just, I'm mad at both of them, because in the world, they already tried to make Black people seem like we're angry, we're violent. Uneducated, and y'all get this money, and y'all show them just that.
Yeah.
You get shot, and you don't want to cooperate with the police because you try to protect him, and you shoot the girl for whatever reason while she is not even a threat to you. Y'all constantly want the police to respect us, but we don't respect us. And that's not me saying the police are right, because I still get out there, y'all need to find Breonna Taylor's, y'all need to lock them up. But y'all gotta stop, we gotta stop hurting each other too.
Yeah, we do need to stop hurting each other. That's a fact.
Y'all get this money, like your step cousin, and cut up.
What step cousin?
Boosie. But let's do it here.
Boosie don't deserve no money. Boosie should have just stayed an old rinky-dink ass local rapper from Baton Rouge, because he does not deserve no damn money. The way he been cutting up. Shit. What's crazy is it be people with talent, bro. Like, Boosie can rap his ass off.
Yeah, he can.
He can. Like, Boosie make good music. Boosie, like, the whole Superbad album, I know that song, well, one, because I used to have a homegirl. We used to ride through the cliff in the Grove, and all we played was a Superbad album. The shit was just hard. And then second, I loved every song on there. Boosie will have you thinking like, damn, I miss my partner, man. I ain't seen him in so long, man. Damn. Then he got you feeling cocky, like, man, I'm finna walk in the club with this stack that I just got.
Yeah.
You know, I don't got no car, but I'm finna walk up in this motherfucker and we finna thug it out. Then he got you, you know, he got you in the club with no shoes on, dancing. Like, he make you feel every emotion. And that's what an artist should make you do, but he don't deserve no money. Sorry. Torrance. You know what's crazy is he will get so upset. Like, when he first started going live, I would get on his lives and I'd say, hey, Torrance. And one day he was like, he had said my my Instagram name. He was like, such and such, I know you. And you could tell he got real close to the camera looking at me. He's like, I don't fucking know you, man. Don't call me by my name, man. I was like, oh, shit. I was like, first off, your name is public knowledge, but okay, sir. So shit, I would get on there just to piss him off. Every time I get on, like, hey, Torrance. Hey, Torrance. And then he just started ignoring my ass. Like, man, fuck her. But he showed that. This was in the very beginning when he first started going live, boy. He was like, I know you. I was like, oh, shit. He's like, I don't fucking know you.
That is funny. That is funny.
But yeah, Tory had just got off his label. He was independent. His album just came out. It was a really good album. Quarantine Radio spiked. He had that deal with YouTube, and then we find out that you are an abuser. Now, Selena Powell did try to tell us, but the bitch lied so damn much, we don't know what to believe.
Right.
Hell, Tori hired some chick to whoop her ass, almost broke her neck. She was running around in that wheelchair with that neck brace.
Sid, listen.
We heard about his violent ways. We just ain't want to listen. The signs was there. It just was coming from a bitch that lie on men so much we ain't believe it. So that's what you do when you cry wolf. I mean, hey, yeah. Okay, so now we finna talk about our favorite aunties. And we say that in a good way because we love them. How do you feel about the Brandy and Monica versus?
First of all, let me give this disclaimer, okay? I love Monica's music and I love Brandy's music. I love both of their music. I follow both of them. So a lot of people didn't know until the verses that they were singing at like baby ages, like 10, 11, 12. They didn't know that they were that young when they were singing. And a lot of people, I feel like, really judge them harshly. Grown people judge them harshly at that age, you know? However, I feel like the way the verses went, I didn't even finish watching it because I was so upset at how Monica's attitude was. Like, you could tell she didn't want to be there. You could tell I'm not going to say she did it for the money, but you could tell she just did it, you know, just because people kept asking. That's how it seemed. Brandy, as much as many people dogged her, Brandy was there, free spirit. You could tell she was at peace with whatever happened between them. She was there to enjoy herself, you know, and I think she gained a lot of people's respect based off that verses alone, because like Monica's attitude was just stank, and she's normally not like that, but her attitude was horrible. Like, I just didn't enjoy it just based off her attitude. Like, I'm a vibe type person, you know. I just listen to the verses when they download on Apple Music tomorrow. I didn't even finish watching it because you see Brandy trying so hard to move forward, and it's like Monica was just like putting up those roadblocks. And I feel like they both had fault in the feud and in the shade that was going on. And if y'all apologize for it, then go ahead and move forward. Let's be grown about it. Hey, let's do that. But you can tell Monica wasn't doing, you know, she didn't want no parts of it. And I felt like I would rather her have said, you know, I'm not doing the versus doing it and then be looking stank and snotty with that sweatsuit on.
First off, it was not a sweatsuit. I thought her outfit was fucking gorgeous. Body was snatched.
It was
I loved it. What I will say is you could tell she was uncomfortable, But after going and listening to Brandy's interview that she did about it after the verses, I kind of can see why Monica was like that. So they literally had their hashing out an hour before they went on the verses.
Yeah.
So Brandy was telling her, she was like, I apologize to her, because mainly, most of it came from me. I was bitter. I was this, I was that. So I had to apologize to her. And I think that, how when, say for instance, you have a falling out with your best friend, right?
Mm.
When y'all get back together, y'all are trying to make each other feel good because y'all already was beefing. So now it's like, oh shit, now I got to. So I feel like she was trying too hard. It came from a genuine place because you could tell, but she wanted Monica to laugh and to make her laugh. And I think that Monica probably felt like, damn, bitch, you really own this whole being fake as fuck. But it wasn't that. It was, I want to make you feel comfortable to be around me so that if we ever have this opportunity again, it's all love. It's not forced. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like that's why she was acting the way that she's acting. Because I've seen Monica on many stuff, and her personality is awesome. It just did not match Brandy.
Don't act like that. But at the end of the day, when you agreed to do that versus, you knew y'all still had underlying beef.
Mm-hmm. Y'all should have hashed that out.
Y'all should have hashed that out. That when y'all first said, okay, yeah, we'll do the verses. Y'all should have had lunch, talked about it, or whatever. Y'all
cried about it, all that.
Yeah. Even if you couldn't fly out and meet in person, FaceTime or whatever the case may be to have that, because at the end of the day, that was something y'all agreed to do for your fans.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look on your timeline, I don't know about you, but on my timeline, all you saw is about how Monica's attitude was. Everybody talking about how stank her attitude was. At the end of the day, once you agreed to do that versus, y'all should have figured out a way to hash that out instead of doing it an hour before the verses. Period.
I agree. She did want to sing My Boy Is Mine. And Brandy was like, sing with me, sing with me. And then Brandy was trying to get her to sing A Change Gonna Come. She's trying to have her sing with her, and she didn't want to sing her. She's like, oh, I thought that was your moment. You go ahead and sing that. I was like, bitch, interact. Why are you being so fucking, she was acting real light-skinned.
Yeah, I did not like her. I just feel like she had no excuse because y'all been put this out. That y'all was going to do the verses. So y'all should have been hashed it out. And if you knew that your mind and your attitude wasn't going to be right for it, then you should have said, can we do this a different time? Or can we reschedule? Or we need to really hash this out because I'm not going to be comfortable. It showed that they did it an hour before. Now that you say that, and it was very lackluster. Brandy, listen, because at the end of the day, you're apologizing for yourself. You're not apologizing for them. You can tell that it was her apology was genuine and that she was trying to, let it go and move forward. And she did that. Meanwhile, you over there with your chair leaned over in your chair, like your suit too tight.
Yeah, the shirt did look a little tight, though. I ain't gonna say a lot to you.
And
then when Brandy stood up, I said, "Oh damn, Brandy got on them white Monica shoes."
I started to block you that day too.
I said, "Oh shit, we was wishing Monica was wearing, and Brandy had them on the whole time."
Did you see the meme though? When they
they said, "Monica, you forgot something."
Yeah, put the shoes on her.
Oh my gosh, bro!
You have no chill,
none whatsoever. Then I saw, how she had those tannish dark brown leathery pants on. While they posted some prosthetic legs next to hers, I was like, "That's wrong as fuck." Oh my goodness!
I was like she was her own cream and coffee.
Boy, Brandy showed up like somebody's auntie finna come to the family reunion, baby. She didn't care how she looked. She was like,
let me not say this. Brandy could never dress to me.
Oh, never. Even on my weekend, I would be like.
So when she came, how she came, it wasn't nothing for me to say because Brandy has never been able to dress to me. So that I wasn't surprised. Monica, I don't like her outfit. Okay, girl. Okay.
I did. I loved it.
I don't see why y'all Why she?
And I told you how I felt. I was like, Brandy can't sing to me. I hate it. I hate the way she sings. But that's because I would go back and watch videos of her singing. But now when she explained why people would say, why does she sound like that? Why? It's because she was saying, y'all have to remember, I was a child and my voice, I was going through puberty and my voice was changing. And I was like, okay, that makes a lot of sense. So I was like, I'm like, why do people keep saying this girl can sing? This girl cannot sing. But hearing her live now, older, her voice sounded damned good. I'm not gonna. That's why I texted. I was like, "Hey, I think I kind of lied. Shit, she can."
Yeah.
Now back then, to me, hell no.
Nope. I feel like people. I don't know why people were so hard on Brandy. Even like before the whole her having an accident and someone unfortunately died. I don't know why, but like it seemed like people were more harsh at judging her than they were ever at judging Monica, ever.
Well, I can say this. There were other interviews with other women that grew up singing, and they would always complain that Brandy had that Whitney Houston type diva attitude, and they couldn't stand to be in a room with her because she was so prima donna. Basically put you in the mind of Mariah Carey. That's how she would act. So no one liked to be around her. Like even Candace Vaughn said filming with her was painful.
Who?
Candace Vaughn.
Oh.
Kim Parker.
Oh yeah. Because well, Whitney Houston was a godmama now. Whitney Houston, I guess it's a thing of like when you talented. It's like Whitney, she knew she was talented. She knew she was the it factor, and baby, you could tell. When don't ask Whitney to come on stage and sing impromptu, because she's going to get up there and show out and be like, oh, it was nothing. It was nothing. That was a mentor, honey, so that's what she got. And what she got.
Girl, Whitney was a damn fool. I'm rest in peace, but that interview she did when she said,
you're right, honey.
When that interview where she said, show me the receipt. If you say I spent, $7,000, $3,000, $20,000 on crack, show me the receipt. First off, what drug dealer is saying, yeah, it'll be $20,000 here. Oh, here's your receipt. The fuck?
I'm just saying, she wasn't saying like show me the receipt. She wanted you to show her proof.
Yeah, I know what she's saying, but it was still funny because I was like, what?
Let me tell you something. Whitney said she said
damn well you was on drugs. Period. You was on drugs.
Whitney said crack was whack, honey. Leave her alone.
She was on that crack, and people be like, Bobby got her on it. I seen Whitney got a Bobby on it, honestly.
You need to quit that. You need to quit that.
I believe it.
You need to quit that.
I do. Whitney was out there partying with
Did you not see how he was out there when he first met her?
You said what?
Did you not see how he was mouth all twisted up? Bobby had that girl on the crack.
No. Whitney had Bobby on that crack.
No.
I don't care what nobody say about
it. You ain't ever seen a documentary of the New Edition documentary?
Yeah, I saw it.
He had been out, not the movie. I'm talking about the old school that used to come on E! When they used to do documentaries. Me and my mom used to watch them all the time. Bobby was on that stuff long before he even knew who Whitney was.
I don't know.
And he used to act a fool. Okay, you know how oh Lord, who is that? Remember on the Jamie Foxx show where he was singing with Jodeci and he just jumped out there? That's what Bobby used to do when he was with New Edition. That's how they ended up starting dismissing him. He had been on that stuff and been acting a fool. Bobby was a fool. Bobby was a whole fool out here.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that is too damn funny. My cousin Bobby, boy.
All right.
Okay, so we told y'all the last podcast that we would do what we call an open letter. So you can write us, you can email us, you can tag us, whatever you want to discuss. If you want to be anonymous, that's fine. If you feel like you don't give a fuck, you want it to be known it was you, that's fine too. So Hilton's going to tell y'all the open letter that we gonna discuss.
Okay. So this is our open letter. This was not something somebody sent to us. We saw this on the Shade Room, and so we decided to do this one. It says, a man gave the mother of his child $600 for school supplies and school clothes. But the man had found out that his baby mama had split the money 3 ways with her other 2 kids that are not his. The man had found out and confronted her about it, but she had explained her reasons that her other 2 baby daddies didn't give anything for their children, so it wouldn't be fair for one child to have nice things and the others didn't. The man was mad and told her that it's not his responsibility to look out for the other 2 kids that aren't his. Whose side are y'all on? So, Cyn, whose side are you on?
I'm probably gonna get a lot of what the hell, but I'm on the man's side.
Okay.
Reason being is because I know a lot of mothers who be like, well, your daddy didn't give me enough money. This man is providing for his child, but his child is having to split it with his other siblings. Now, it's not his fault that he has other siblings, and it ain't the man's fault that you have other children with other men. He's doing what he needs to do for his child. That money is for his child. If you feel like you need to accommodate the other children, then that's on you. That needs to come out of your pocket. And where are they daddies? And if they're not providing, then shit, if you got to pick up another shipper, you got to do whatever, then that's on you. But this man is doing what he needs to do for his kid. So it shouldn't be that his kid can't fully, beat the benefits of what his father is providing because you have to split it amongst the other 2. No, that dog don't hunt. That dog don't hunt. But that's just how I feel about it. But I don't have kids, so I don't know.
Honestly, he's not wrong at all. I just understand as a mother where she's coming from. Now, would I do that? Oh, God, I can't even say, honestly. I can't because I only have one child. But me, I'm the type of mother, you know what type of mom I am. I'm going to make sure that my child has, no matter what. Like, what her dad does, even we're married. Whatever he gets for her, that's pretty, I'm not going to say extra because we go in together. But if I see something that she needs or I see it's lacking, I'm going to get it. Like, I'm not even going to let her run out of what she needs. That's just how I am. So for me as a mother, like, I see why she did it, but she is wrong. Because she just didn't want the other kids to not have things. She just did not want her to help them to not have things that they needed for school. But is he wrong for confront her about it? Absolutely not. He has every right because I'm providing the $600 for my kid. So for you to do that, that is wrong. And if you was gonna do that, it's my money. So you should have discussed that with me. Right. So it's definitely not an issue of who's right, who's wrong. He's right. And, as a mother, she felt like she was right because, she didn't want her other kids to lack. But that should have been something she should have discussed with him because, like you say, that is his money. So
for his child.
He's not wrong. I just can't judge her and say, oh, why would she do that? Because as a mother, if I didn't have that to give to them, I don't know what I would do. Because, kids don't understand that. Okay, so if I had a second child by somebody else, and Trey will forever do for 2, right? So if he did that for her, and then my second, a baby daddy didn't, my second child would be like, well, why did my mama go and buy, 2 all of these clothes and shoes for school, but she didn't spend that much on me? Kids, look at that. They don't understand that you have a daddy and she has a different daddy, and this daddy is doing and yours is not. You know what I'm saying? So it could have been, she could have had a million different reasons why. So I'm not going to judge her and be like, why would you do that? But he does have a right to confront her about the money that he sent for his child. And she does owe him that explanation.
Right.
And judge her because I ain't child. Ain't no telling what I would have done, because that's something you don't want your child to feel like the kids is getting. You see that all the time though. It's very common to see like, well, mama, you used to buy all of this for this child and all of this for her, but I never got that stuff. And then when they get grown, they hate their mama thinking they mistreated them. But that wasn't.
Or they resent the siblings.
Yeah, or they resent the sibling thinking that the mama loved them more, but it wasn't that. The father actually was doing his job and taking care of that child, helping take care of so the mama could do that extra. You know?
So do you think that should be a conversation that the mother has with the children?
Absolutely. I would. I mean, I know that there's such a thing as don't have a child in grown people's business.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, that's something I would never ever want my child to be like, my mama don't love me enough to get me Jordans, or my mama didn't love me enough to buy me these nice school clothes. I have to go to Walmart, but my sister got, clothes from Children's Place and all these, it's
right,
just,
yeah.
I would never want
that.
I
agree.
I would have to sit them down.
I can see that.
Yeah, I would definitely have to.
Yeah, I think the mother should sit the children down and explain why this child gets this and this child gets that, if she's unable to provide, to make, pick up the slack of the other fathers.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Entrepreneur of the Week. We told y'all last time that we would be doing this every time. So our Entrepreneur of the Week's name is Lee Tab. And he has an adorable YouTube page with his daughter, Leah. Definitely check him out, y'all. The YouTube is called Painting with Leah. So, they do paintings together. And it's just that cute father-daughter interaction that we love to see. And I feel like we don't see enough of. So, he's definitely a girl dad, and we love it. And he's just trying to get his, he's just trying to get his YouTube up and running the way that it needs to be, so that it can be a poppin' ass YouTube page. So we're here for it. So definitely check him out, you guys. Him and Leah are adorable together.
Yes. And she's so talented.
Yes. And I love her little voice. It's Painting with Leah. It's just so cute.
Yes, it is. And she is so adorable. I said, Lord, my child, I wish she could paint stuff like that.
Okay, son. And that, I tell people all the time, if I have a daughter, that's what her name would be, because that is my mother's name, and I want my child to have my mom's name. So, not her full name, because my mom, I don't want my child to have my mother's full name, but her first name, absolutely.
My mama don't have no old school name now. I can say something. The folk with these names, why this baby is 3 with a 84-year-old woman's name? Y'all gotta stop this.
Hattie and girl, I can't even think of names.
Elizabeth,
but
even Elizabeth.
Yes, Elizabeth,
Flora,
Mavis.
I love you, Granny.
Maddie. Boy, come on, y'all.
Dora. It's too much.
Even the boys, you be like, why y'all name them Earl Wayne? I don't understand.
Listen, I'm not even gonna speak on the boy name. I'm not, because I got a problem with one of my friends. Y'all gotta stop doing these kids like that. These kids be 5-year-olds. You call out their name, and then you looking for an 85-year-old man.
Earl Wayne Jones. Earl Wayne Jones.
Stop.
Oh, EJ, that's you. EJ, that's you. Man,
Listen,
my name Earl.
I am all for you trying to give memorial for your people that have lived before you, that have went on to do the Lord. I get it. But y'all got to stop doing these kids like this. You ever, Earl Wayne, and you looking for an old man, and this is 2 years old. Y'all got to quit doing these kids like this. Stop.
You know what? I will take old names over the names that y'all are coming up with now. Because this shit don't make no sense.
Listen, I know somebody. Okay, hold up. I always said, I don't care how much I love a celebrity, I would never name my child after them. Y'all out here naming y'all kids Ermias. I understand y'all love Nip. I get it. But y'all want to make sure these kids is going to live up to the name that you named them. Now, I did name my daughter after my sister who passed away. But it's not a harsh name. It's
like Boosie, one of his kids' middle name is Beyonce. Lyric Beyonce or some crazy shit like that. Why?
Oh.
Sir, what?
Y'all got to stop this. Y'all got to stop this.
Some of these names, Loyalty, Greenie, just crazy.
I don't even like the name Christian.
I like Christian.
I don't like Christian. Them Christians be bad as hell.
Oh.
Them Christians don't be Christians.
I don't like when they name their kids Cash. Harley.
I kind of like Harley for a girl.
Moon.
Okay, no. I like Harley for a girl, not for a boy.
If it's Harlee, I think it's cute. But
that
if it's spelled
Harlie, I would do that too. But Harley,
yeah, cute. But and I'm tired of the Mercedes and the Lexuses and all. Yes. Can we stop that, please?
Listen,
please. Diamond, come on, man.
I'm sick of Princess too.
Who?
Princess.
Queen.
Queen. Listen.
I'm tired of King. If another hood bitch named their son King, I'm gonna scream. I'm sick of it. No more Kings. No more Kings.
These are the most ratchet and kings and queens I'd have never seen.
Ooh. Already got a juvenile record. He 13 and named King.
I hate shit. Then, okay, moving on.
King done failed to third grade 4 times.
Oh,
he's
15
in the 3rd grade. No!
No. Girl, I'm sick of you.
Girl, naming these kids these old names. Sadie. Come on, man. Her name Mercedes, but we call her Sadie. Mm-hmm. Every time I see a kid's name Sadie, I think of R. Kelly when he sung that song about us.
Bye.
I'm really like, oh, sweet Sadie. Don't you know?
Like, no one else.
I always think that I'll be like, oh, Lord, I can't. I'm too goofy.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right, so we're going to leave y'all with this quote. And this quote is self-explanatory, so we don't even need to have what we think this quote means because it's very self-explanatory, y'all. So the quote reads, "One of the hardest things I had to do was learn to stop looking for things and people that only God could give me."
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's self-explanatory. Stop looking for things in these people. You ain't gonna get it.
They'll disappoint you every time.
Every time, and you're gonna be miserable.
And on top of being miserable, you'll keep allowing people into your life that's really not meant for you.
Y'all have to realize that Some people are in your lives for moments. That's it. Seconds. They're not there to enjoy your journey. They're not there to, continue to be in your lives forever and ever. Like old friendships, people be like, damn, we was friends for 15 years. Maybe that's all God says. God said, hey, put a stamp on that,
I used to be so upset because I didn't have a lot of friends because I'm so opinionated. And I used to wonder if something was wrong with me. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, being 31 and being a grown woman, I like that I'm opinionated. Because I used to be disrespectfully opinionated. I didn't care how I said it. I didn't care how I said it because it was real and it wasn't a lie. I'm going to give it to you. Now I know how to present it to you in a way. But people still don't like that. And I've
had friendships that lasted, 10, 12 years that have ended because of things that I have said. Don't necessarily listen to, the tone. Listen to the message that I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not there to upset you, offend you, disrespect you. I'm literally, and then the worst case is don't ask me for my opinion. I give it to you, and that ain't the answer you want.
That's it right there.
Don't even ask me. Or don't even tell me something that I'm going to give my opinion on. Just keep it to yourself.
I asked, you telling me this just for me to listen? Or do you
because I'm the type of friend, if you tell me a story of what you're going through, I'm going to tell you, if I've been through it, or if I can get my 2 senses on it, I'm going to do that. That's not me trying to compete like, oh, I got a story worse than that. It's me trying to connect with you.
Yeah, and teach you, don't do the same stuff that I did because it didn't turn out well. But I just totally believe, if you don't want me to know and you don't want me to give my opinion or you don't want to see my facial, because, I test people up with these facial expressions. You're going to know how I feel just by how I'm looking. So, don't tell me.
Right.
But I have
what?
I don't even talk to often. I have out of all the people that I've talked to in my lifetime, regularly I talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe one other person that I've been knowing for more than a year. But other than that, like my people from, whether it be college or high school, I don't talk to them because I'm opinionated. And people don't like the truth. Right. Or they'll get offended and they'll pull back and not talk to you anymore for a while, and then they'll creep back in. But I'm at a point in my life where you can't creep back in. I'll speak to you. I'll have a conversation with you, but you won't know what I'm going through. You won't know.
Right. Cordial.
Yeah, I'm cordial.
Even, and at first I was doing that. Like, we could be cordial, but now I'm in a space in my life where you either in it or you're not. I'm not finna do the whole, I speak to you if you speak to me. No, I'm not doing that.
Right.
I'm not babysitting your feelings no more.
Yeah.
I did that too much in different friendships and relationships to now it's like, I'm going to start living for me. If you don't like my personality, you don't like how I view things, then we don't need to be associated with one another. Exactly. I'm not going to walk on eggshells to pacify your feelings. That's something deep rooted in you that you need to get clarity on. I can't do it for you.
Absolutely. I agree. And that's why I don't have, me and you will be on the phone hours. Exactly. Even if we have it, and we're both very opinionated. Very opinionated. But we never get to a point of disrespect. I understand, and okay, Tiff, we agree to disagree.
Right.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't get offended when you get on me about something I did. I don't get offended when you say, okay, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Okay.
We have many. We're so much alike that we're so different. We don't view things the same on a lot of stuff. Right. We don't. And that's never stopped us from having a conversation. What I will say and what I hate is when, say we had that conversation and I did offend you, and instead of you telling me that, we go on about our day. and you harbor that fucking anger in because I've offended you, and then 8 arguments later you bring that shit up. No, you should have told me that shit 8 arguments ago.
Because now I don't
care.
What
are you bringing it up for now?
Because now I don't care. That's me. If I offended you and you don't tell me that day and it happened the next day or the next day, and then I'll be like, okay, that's my response. Okay. Why you didn't tell me that?
Like, oh.
I can see you being upset, so you wait a few hours to calm down.
Yes.
But days, don't come to
me. You're waiting days, fucking years. We have an argument a year or 2 later, and you bring up some shit that I did when I was 18, 19. Bitch, I'm 25 now. The fuck? So you want me to go back and pacify some feelings from fucking 3-4 years ago? No, man, we're not doing that.
Not doing that. Mm-mm.
We're not doing that no more. So that's why I say the whole let's be cordial, no. No, you either in my life or you not. And that's just that on that. Because my space is good right now. I'm in a happy space.
Me too.
You're not finna interrupt my joy because you're going through some internal issues that you need to deal with in yourself.
Exactly. Nope. That is my whole thing. I'm happier than I have been in years, and I refuse to let anybody come in and disrupt my peace. That's why the people I have in my life consistently now, I'm okay with that.
Right.
If God brings somebody along and I see that they're genuine, I don't mind the whole, add somebody to the circle, but just know you're not coming to disrupt my peace. That's not gonna happen.
Exactly that. You know what? I think next podcast, let's kind of elaborate on types of relationships, whether it be good, bad, ugly. Let's elaborate on that. I think that would be a perfect thing to kind of discuss because I know a lot of people are going through kind of something similar to what we're going through as far as relationships, whether it be friendships, relationship with parents. It could be anything. Let's just speak about relationships.
Yes. Okay. Yes. I think we should do that. Definitely. It might get a little emotional.
Yes.
But like we've always stated, we're gonna keep it real.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be raw. So if you gonna be a butthurt, you might not wanna tune in because
you feel like it's gonna strike a nerve, and that episode 3 won't be for you. If you are an adult and you're ready to have these serious conversations, then you definitely tune in to episode 3. It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
Well, all right then.
All righty then. So we are glad y'all tuned in to episode 3. We love y'all already, and we are definitely excited about where our podcast is going. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also share this. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. The links will be down in the description box below. We hope y'all enjoyed this segment. Remember to wash your hands and mind the business that pays you, honey. Okay, God bless you. And until next time, y'all be safe out there.
We go so hard until we fall.